iPhone 6 final design to look significantly better than the mock-ups. Microsoft to work on its own cross-platform smartwatch, and don't worry, Android Wear isn't going away from stock Android L. I'm Jaime Rivera, surviving after a weekend that I really can't remember. But this is Pocketnow Daily. Let's begin today with what's official, as one of the things that shocked us the most at MWC 2014 was the black phone, mainly because the booth was always full. People really do care about these privacy-minded smartphones, and for those of you that have been waiting almost 6 months for the phone, it is finally shipping for those that pre-ordered, and if you still want a phone and can't order it because it's currently out of stock, apparently it'll be available on sale again on July 14th, so stay tuned for that and tell us what you think about the black phone. Now let's talk about the iPhone, and specifically the iPhone 6, as we've seen a ton of mock-ups up to the point where we don't really cover them anymore because it's boring to see the same mock-up in different colors, but rumors have it that Apple is going to make this phone look a lot better than what we've seen. Apparently those plastic carves that we currently see on mock-ups are really the place where Apple tells the companies to carve the phone, and then afterwards apparently that'll be molded with glass. So in a way to look a lot like the iPhone 5 and 5S with glass and aluminum, only that aside from that apparently we are getting a carved logo that glows, just like the MacBook lineup. It's hard to tell exactly how that thing is going to glow or what the plans are, but interesting. And aside from that, apparently Apple is also planning to adopt curved displays on this phone, at least with the 5.5-inch model. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be really odd to see from Apple. Now, a company that has not surprised us yet is Microsoft, though apparently the company is already working on their smartwatch. Just wait for it. Rumors have it that the company is thinking of new designs, new ideas, and that doesn't necessarily have to do with the modern UI. Apparently, they want to bring the display in the wrist because apparently that is more ergonomic to them. Okay. And the second thing is that apparently they want to adopt a long display form factor, just like the Gear Fit, because they feel that is smarter. So yeah, it does make sense for you to have it in your wrist, at the bottom. Stay tuned for that, as obviously the bad part about Microsoft is that everything takes a lot of time. And speaking of smartwatches, those of you that are worried that, Android Wear will eventually adopt skins from Android as Samsung and other companies build their own smartwatches, David Burke just came on record from Google and confirmed that no, Android L is going to be the way to go. The UI is not going to change, and that is just the way it's going to be. And if you think about it, it makes sense as, well, first of all, it's mostly Google now unless they can innovate with a different sort of watch face. So really what OEMs are going to change is the design and the watch phase. And speaking of design, the news that are coming up next are even more interesting. And finally, for the hot news of the day, and hopefully the hottest of the week, rumors have it that Motorola is not just planning on giving us the Moto 360, reports are that the company plans to give it some Moto Maker treatment. And if you think about it, we have seen the smartwatch with metallic bands somewhere, and then when it was showcased at Google I/O, it had leather bands, and it just seems like if there are a lot of options. There are two colors, the metallic color and the black color, and apparently you will be able to customize how your smartwatch looks, which is great. Even greater is if they made those bands available to you, but that leads you to the question of the day. What would be important for you to tailor to yourself when it comes to a smartwatch? Meaning, how would you make it your own? How would you want it to be different from anything else? Honestly, in my case, the bands are very important, but I don't really have time to change the bands all the time. So unless Motorola comes out with a really smart way for us to be able to change the bands and different options that match well with one color, I'm good to go. But leave us a comment down below. What do you think? Friends, yes, you know the drill. If you want to get the news earlier before this video is filmed, make sure you follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you tomorrow.